Welcome to day 140 of the 300 Movie Challenge. Today we watched the highest grossing film of January 2006, which was Momma's House 2.
Because
Okay,
with the title
there were
like
two.
that, it's bound to be good.
There's a small plot twist. So at the beginning of this movie, I kind of recognized something, and I was like, oh wait, maybe I saw the first one. I actually watched this movie before.
guess
Why
that's
would you do
just-
this to yourself?
I mean, I didn't pick the movie. An old friend of mine picked the movie. I don't know why she picked the movie, but
You
we
need better
watched it.
friends.
Well, like I said, it was an old friend. So, yeah, I have actually watched this movie. I did not remember it until I started to see certain things, and then I realized that it wasn't the fact that I saw the first one. I did actually watch this movie.
I will say one thing,
Okay.
which is that this wasn't as terrible in its humor-wise as I thought it would be, as in, I thought it was going to be more like Bringing Down the House or Dumb and Dumber,
That-
where it'd be like
It's
really,
not quite that bad.
it's not
No.
quite
It's the
that
tier
terrible.
below that of bad.
Yeah.
It's not. That's
So,
fair.
yeah, I can at least give it credit that it's not like the horrible humor that's like that we saw in like those two movies and stuff. So I can at
No.
least give it that much credit. It's at least
It doesn't make you angry.
it
No.
doesn't make you angry or anything.
It makes you a little bit frustrated, and it kind of makes you question who wrote this movie, but it's not
The writing
offensive.
in this is so
Yeah,
pathetically lame.
the writing is bad. It it's really
It's so
bad.
simplistic. And
I
just
think
it's all
that's-
just like, how do we get from plot A to plot B with nothing beyond the bare bones obvious to get there?
that's a
Yeah.
good way to describe it. It's simplistic, and I guess it's just very childish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of being crude, it's just very childish. And there were a lot of things that we were like, wait, what? Like, in the beginning, the main dude, his costume catches on fire, and the kids are like laughing at him. And I made the comment of like, these are some sick children.
Yeah, kids wouldn't do that. Like, I don't care how sick you think kids are. If they see a dude like burst into flames, they're not gonna laugh at that.
They're
That's
gonna
not how
be
it
terrified.
And then like,
What is it with films like this happened with Bean too, where it's like, oh, there's this quirky character that comes into this broken family where the parents don't seem to they're not
Oh.
on par with the kids, and there's
Yeah.
always like the teenager who they
the
befriend.
angst lord.
Yeah, and then,
Teenager's always the
kid-
angst lord.
and then the younger kids always need attention and everything, but the parents don't care. And then this quirky character comes in, and then everything is fixed somehow, and the family's smiling and together again.
It's like the weird uncle version of the manic pixie dream girl, which is also a trope that I hate. I don't know.
It's the manic pixie girl.
The manic pixie dream girl. What's a good example? It's kind of like, you have like this guy, or sometimes girl, maybe nowadays, but you have this guy who's like really like, he's like really, he doesn't fit into society, he's awkward, he's like being bullied, and then he meets this girl who's like larger than life. She's like, oh, Bridge to Terabithia. That girl.
Oh,
Mm.
I see.
She's a manic pixie dream girl.
It's like that kind of stuff feels like a self insert with the author being like, oh, I'm just like the loner guy who doesn't understand me, but one day I'll find my girl who understands me or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that's the manic pixie
see.
dream girl trope.
I understand.
and the thing is, like, if you actually the quote unquote plot of this movie literally makes no fucking sense. Like, okay, it's really dumb, like, kind of to be expected, but even within the dumb, it makes no sense, because, like, okay, so, I mean, we didn't see the first one, so I guess we miss out on all the background lore, but, like, in terms of, like, why the guy's doing this, but whatever. So there's this guy who was an FBI agent, or kind of still... No, he is, but, like, was kind of being reassigned-ish, but that, like, didn't go anywhere, so I don't know what to do with that. But anyway, he learns about some case, and so then he dresses up to pretend to be a nanny to get hired by that guy's family.
Yep.
But at the same time, he doesn't actually do any of the nanny jobs. So
No,
why
if
did you
anything,
want to
his-
pretend to be a nanny?
That too. It seems like his IQ drops whenever he's the nanny and stuff.
Well, no, like, you could say that's part of it. He's playing the character or whatever. But, like
Yeah.
think about this. Okay, if you want to go get in with his family to, like, learn some things about it, and you're trying, okay, I'm gonna be the nanny, so that means, okay, you're infiltrating their house and you're pretending to be someone you're not. Okay, dumb, but okay, fine. That is a reason.
Mm-hmm.
To keep up appearances, you would want to act like a nanny.
Yeah.
He doesn't
to not
do
blow
that.
your cover.
Like,
No.
for at least for the first part of the movie, and then he's like, "Oh, I realized my mistakes. I'll be good now." And, like, it's like, what? Why do you do this?
Why did you put yourself through that in the first place?
Even within the asinine elements of this supposed plot, it literally makes no sense. And then again, the writing's horrible, so it's so childish and simplistic, and a lot of it, the whole stuff with this main character, again, it's that, like, oh, the quirky personality, but at the same time, it's like, again, this whole angle about how this guy is, like, dressing up as, you know, this woman, it's like, if you really think about it, that's not important.
No.
Like, the fact that, like, literally, if this was actually played as an actual woman nanny, it would make more sense. And honestly, it would be funnier. Because think about the whole thing at the end with the climax where, you know, he's, like, running on top of those stacks of whatever, and the guy's like, whoa. The humor is, oh, you have this, you know, fat nanny but he's doing all of these athletic stuff and fighting these guys, and it's like, but that's not who that is, so it's not funny. Like, if that actually was an older fat woman doing that, it would be funnier. But it's not. You're literally, your premise of your movie, the whole concept behind all of this, makes your movie worse. It doesn't make any sense to me. And, you know, maybe I'm thinking too deep into this, but this whole idea of, like, children cheerleaders is kind of wrong.
No, I agree with you.
Especially how they portray it and some of the song choices they use.
Oh my god.
It's kind of sick. And then, okay, this is, like, so random, but again, another thing that makes literally no sense in this movie. And this is such a minor, stupid, unimportant thing that it's like, why focus on this? And it's like, well, why did the movie even miss? Okay, anyway, so the angsty teen is, like, at a club or whatever near the end, and, like, she calls him and, like, saying that she wants to leave. When he first answers the phone and she's in the club, they're playing an Avenged Sevenfold song. Okay, this is like a metal song, okay? That's the kind of, so you think, oh, it's gonna be some like, kind of like, that's the kind of club they're going for, right? He gets to the club and it's like generic early 2000s pop. What? That's the exact opposite of music going on. Because again, that makes it like, that would actually make sense. She went to this sort of club that was like, again, it's right, the whole emo kind of metal kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like that would make sense. But then they change it to not that. What? It like literally makes no sense. So many. It's like, why am I getting mad about this? It's so dumb. It's a stupid movie. Why does it matter? It's because they go out of their way to make it dumber.
Yeah, they tried to make it like Mary Poppins, but I think what people miss is that they concentrate on the fact that Mary Poppins was quirky, but they don't realize that there were more character traits than that.
Yeah, she was like a good person.
Yeah. And she didn't like endanger the kids' lives or did horribly in the whole nanny sector.
Or teach one of the kids dirty dancing.
Oh my god. Or feed the dog tequila.
Yeah.
And I also can't be the only person where the whole fact that this is basically playing on the whole black mammy stereotype is kind of sketch.
Yeah.
I don't know why they kept doing this, because this isn't exactly the first time we've seen it either.
Yeah, again, like in comparison to Bringing Down the House, it's pretty similar. It's just not quite as completely fucking insanely insulting. It's just, but yeah, again, it's this whole like, oh, of course, it's like the older black woman is like who's in charge of the kids. It's like, really? Is that really what people find to be funny?
I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna like look up like what people say, because this movie got like a 34 on Metacritic, and it's like, what did people say that was at all positive about this? I'm looking this up. Ugh. And then there's something else I was gonna say, and I forgot what it was.
Was it with the cheerleading?
No, I don't know.
The suicidal child.
Oh, well, that was honestly, this is not like it was good, but it was honestly the most entertaining part of the movie. You see this kid just jumping off of things and like smacking into the floor, and it's like, I want to do that. Okay, apparently the first film was actually like not like super childish.
Oh.
Was it more like, okay, at the very beginning of this movie, we were like, is this actually the movie? Because it seemed very serious?
Yeah.
Was it more like that?
Okay, because it says, unlike the first film, this one takes on a family-friendly tone.
Oh.
Compared to the original film's more mature target demographic. I mean, how the hell can this even... Yeah, what the fuck did they do with the first one? Jesus Christ. Okay, it got a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's pretty fucking horrible.
The first movie?
No, this one.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god, of course the audience score gives it an A-. Because the audience people have no fucking idea how this works. Wait, oh my god, there was a third movie.
What?
Fucking hell. It was released in 2011.
What?
And
Why?
I don't fucking know.
That's 4 years later.
5 years later.
Oh, right. 5 years later.
Oh my... Wait, wow. They rope the dude's son into it.
Oh.
So fucking wrong. It got 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. Even worse. Fucking deserved. God damn. Like, I don't want to say this, because I'm sure that the first one is not like this, but like, just the idea, like, how... The first one, at least, it had to have done something right.
Yeah.
But, like, what the fuck did they do? How did they do this in any way that's not terrible?
I have no idea.
It's so brainless and... Okay, the first one had got 30%. So much better.
Oh my god.
Masterpiece.
Why did they think that it was okay to greenlight a sequel and a threequel then?
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know, it has a target.
Well, okay, so the first one had a budget of 30 million and box office of 170 million.
Oh, I see, it made bank.
The second one had a budget of 40 million and made 140 million. So, yeah, and then the third one, I don't know. Where's thing? There. Third one, budget of 30 million and it made 80 million. So it still even made money. Is there anything, like, even to say? Like, you don't, like, again, just look at the name. This was never going to be a good movie.
Can you think about what goes through, like, the people that actually, like, acted in this film and everything? It's like, oh, what movie did you star in? Big Mama's House 2.
They were probably like, you know what? I got money, so fuck it. It reminds me, like, the, what do you fucking call it? The Catwoman movie that Halle Berry was in.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she literally, she was actually at the Razzies to get her award, and she was, like, happy to get the award. So, like, you know, I don't know the exact details if she was, like, roped into it somehow and wanted out in some ways, but I don't know. But, like, so at least there she was like, yeah, it was fucking terrible. Like, I know. You know what I mean? And so it's like, that's at least something, but especially because, like, the main dude for this, like, is, like, in all three movies. I don't know. Just, I can't. Thank fuck I mean, quote-unquote spoilers, but thank fuck that we're not seeing the third one and didn't see the first one. This is all we have to sit through, but still, this was pretty damn stupid. That's really, like, every single element of it was stupid.
Yeah.
And I guess that's better than rage-inducingly horrible.
At least, yeah.
But
I think we can all agree we would rather watch this than Bringing Down the House.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That was impressively horrible.
At least this is just dumb. It's not offensive. It's just really dumb and childish. Bringing Down the House was actually offensive.
Yeah. Is there anything else to even say?
I feel like we were just silent for most of this movie.
Because I just fucking yelled at it for like 5 minutes.
There were dogs and...
Yeah.
Oh, there were actually a lot of dogs because they pose as like a dog grooming service.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, here's another thing that makes no damn sense. So literally, like, if you were out walking your dog and you see a van that says, like, dog grooming service, you would, of course, walk up to the van and, like, knock on the van expecting someone to be there and be like, take my dog right now. What? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
You would at least ask. That doesn't make any sense because you're just like basically being like, here's my dog. Now groom the dog.
No, think about this for a second. Like, let's say you were out on a walk and you see like the van belonging to like a plumbing company or something, right? You wouldn't just on the sidewalk, okay? You wouldn't like walk up to the van and just like open it and see if there's someone there and be like, hey, fix my plumbing now, please. Like, nobody would fucking do that.
You would call the service on the side.
Yeah, because like if their van is on the side of the street, that means they're probably in a house like right by there or something, right? And that's what, you know. So literally, again, this is something that's just it baffles my mind, or like boggles my. I just said two things. Whatever. The whole thing where like, in their attempts to make things quote unquote funny, they have them make even less sense than they normally would.
A lot of the jokes just kind of fall flat on their faces.
They fall flat while making no actual sense anyway.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid. It's all stupid. Fucking stupid. How have we been talking about this for like 20 minutes? What the hell?
We need to stop.
We do. It doesn't deserve our time. Speaking of not deserving of our time, next month!
Oh. Another movie I saw then.
It's Truth Month at least.
Yeah.
What are we gonna talk about with this movie?
I don't know.
I think it's your turn.
Is it? Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I've talked like 4 times in a row, and then I think Tara was last year.
Yeah.
What the hell am I gonna talk about with this movie?
I don't know. Well, you gotta figure it out.
On that lovely note. Bye.